We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan in Piscataway, New Jersey, SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Old Dominion Monarchs, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Scarlet Knights will put total leather to crank us up. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Handoff from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Monarchs will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Looking for space, it's Grove. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Pulls it in. It's Durham. Breaks into the open. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Leaves it with the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Really nice third down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive position.
He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Monarchs. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Bringing it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Brown will throw it. He tries to take the top off. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll get rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Monarchs had this offense rolling. To the air on 1st down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He'll ride his man on the option. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Flips it out to the back. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Guys, Old Dominion has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. And the Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Time to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Quickly to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the 1st.
Gives it on the option. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Brown will throw it. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. They're going to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Holds and fires complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
The offense changing the play. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan.
And the ball's free in the end zone. And they scoop it up in the end zone. And looks as if the offense was able to get back on top of the football. I guess it could have been worse, but as it is, it's a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Music now! Music now!
Brown wants to pass. He's looking deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Grove. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field, and don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Durham. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. Gets the back moving. Brown will throw it. Sends it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. Guys, after that miss, we are still sitting on a 5-point game.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
The Monarchs in a good spot here with second and short. They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Monarchs with the 1st and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Old Dominion.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in their running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. South Carolina looks lost today, and boy, does it show right now on the scoreboard. Almost like the coaching staff spent the week in Hilton Head instead of the film room. They're trailing by 21 to Texas. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Grabbed over the middle. It's Reese. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
They'll try to power their way ahead. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Turning it on. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. A great catch and run for 6.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Bring in the heat. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Hit as he throws. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They try to pop a run on the draw. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Wants to go up top on first down. He lets one fly deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he's going to bring this one out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball looking deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Brown will throw it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try to pound their way in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Coming out with it, it's Armstrong. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Scarlet Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Brown wants to pass. He'll take the deep shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, coming out into the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
And the Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Worley. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to fire. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
The Monarchs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. Oh, better look out! There, he smashes his way through again. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And the Monarchs are rolling down the field. Into the end zone. Touchdown, ODU. Fitted in the window for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Brown down, will throw it. Flips it out in the flat. Hard running there. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
To the air on second down. Finds his back in the middle. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. We've come to the end of the period. Old Dominion has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Monarchs can really attack on this 2nd and short. They go to the ground. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Gideon. Throws toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Splits the uprights. It's good. and they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. South Carolina is on the wrong end of a one-sided affair today, and if you'll pardon the pun, the Chickens are going to come home to roost this week in Columbia. They're trailing by 28 to Texas. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man out of the backfield. And he's got enough for the first down, and it'll be at the 35.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Pulls it in on the left. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Brown wants to pass. Looking to scramble. Running to Green. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Trucks through the defender. He just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense has it. They're on the move. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Buying some time as he moves left. Quarterback gets past the marker. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Motion from the wideout. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The give is to Williams. Across the 45. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. And they'll take a knee. So now it's 2nd and long. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback's just going to take a knee.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass, but up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. They did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
And the Monarchs send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent. Does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And, hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.